Tree cutting can go very wrong, fast. From near misses to total disasters, these are the most dangerous moments caught on camera. Let's get into it. Welcome to LumberTech, where steel meets timber. In this alarming footage, untrained individuals attempt to fell a tree perilously close to a residence. Due to their inexperience, the tree collapses onto the roof, causing significant damage. This incident underscores the critical importance of entrusting such hazardous tasks to certified professionals, as improper tree felling can lead to severe property destruction and personal injury. In this scene, an individual attempts to fell a tree near a fence. Due to a lack of proper technique, the tree collapses onto the fence, causing significant damage. This incident highlights the critical importance of relying on trained professionals for tree removal tasks, as improper methods can lead to property damage and serious safety hazards. In this alarming scene, a tree removal operation near a construction site goes awry. The tree, secured to a crane, destabilizes during the cut, causing both the tree and crane to topple. This incident highlights the critical importance of proper planning and execution in tree removal operations to prevent such catastrophic outcomes. Here, a skilled lumberjack showcases the proper way to fell a tree. Using a chainsaw with precision, he makes calculated cuts to control the direction of the fall. Every movement is deliberate, ensuring the tree lands exactly where intended, avoiding any damage or danger. A perfect display of technique, experience, and safety in action. This man takes an unconventional approach, using a hammer and an axe to bring down a tree. With each strike, the tree weakens, until it suddenly gives way. As it crashes down, he barely manages to step aside in time, narrowly avoiding disaster. A risky method with dangerous consequences. High above the ground, a professional arborist carefully cuts a large section of a tree while secured with safety gear. But as the cut piece breaks free, it swings dangerously close, just inches from hitting him. Even with the right equipment and training, tree cutting at this height remains unpredictable and extremely hazardous. A man cuts down a tree dangerously close to a house, expecting it to fall cleanly. But instead, it gets caught in the branches of nearby trees, creating an unstable and unpredictable hazard. One wrong move, and it could come crashing down in any direction. A risky situation that could have ended much worse. After successfully cutting down a tree, the lumberjack steps back, unaware of the hidden danger in front of him. Suddenly, another tree in the background starts to fall, barely missing him. A chilling reminder that in the forest, danger doesn't always come from the tree you're cutting. A massive tree is brought down near a set of wooden stairs. As it crashes to the ground, it lands directly on them, splintering the wood and causing significant damage. A clear example of how even a slight miscalculation can lead to destruction. A tree is cut down, but the fall goes horribly wrong. Instead of landing in a safe clearing, it crashes directly onto two small houses, crushing rooftops and causing major destruction. A single mistake with devastating consequences. In this scene, a professional lumberjack is cutting down a tree that is already burning. While it may seem counterintuitive, controlled burns are sometimes used to weaken hazardous trees, making them easier to bring down safely. Fire can help clear out dead or diseased trees, preventing them from collapsing unpredictably. However, this method requires precise timing and expert handling to ensure the flames don't spread beyond control. Even with proper precautions, cutting a burning tree remains an extremely dangerous task where every second counts. As the crane operator lifts a massive tree trunk, something goes wrong. Control is lost, and the heavy trunk plummets straight onto the street, crushing a car beneath it. A terrifying and extremely dangerous situation. Had anyone been inside or nearby, the consequences could have been catastrophic. An excavator equipped with a powerful bucket slices through a tree with incredible precision, turning it into thin, even chunks, almost like giant wooden Pringles. It's a fascinating display of machinery at work. Have you ever seen anything like this before? helicopter pilot maneuvers dangerously close to a power line, using a massive hanging chainsaw to trim trees with incredible precision. This operation requires absolute skill and control. One wrong move, and the consequences could be disastrous. It's a breathtaking display of expertise, where precision and danger go hand in hand. A man leans out of a window, cutting a tree with a chainsaw, an incredibly risky move. As the trunk breaks free, it crashes into the house and then the fence, causing serious damage. A clear example of why tree removal should never be done without proper planning and safety measures. A towering tree is expertly cut down by a skilled professional. With precise cuts and careful control, it falls gracefully, landing exactly where intended. A perfect execution of technique, timing, and experience, proving that when done right, even the largest trees can be brought down safely and smoothly. High above the ground, a lumberjack carefully cuts the top of a towering tree, while a helicopter hovers nearby, ready to lift it away. The precision and coordination required for this maneuver are incredible. One mistake could be disastrous. A stunning display of teamwork, skill, and expertise in action. Battling extreme winds, a helicopter transports freshly cut Christmas trees across rugged terrain. The pilot fights against the turbulent conditions, keeping the load steady while navigating with precision. It's a high-risk operation that requires incredible skill, proving that even something as simple as delivering Christmas trees can be a daring challenge. Deep in the woods, a lumberjack cuts down a large tree, but as it crashes down, it pulls 3 other trees along with it, creating a domino effect of destruction. The sheer force of the fall highlights how unpredictable tree felling can be, even in a forest setting. An arborist carefully cuts a tree that's tangled in the branches of others, creating a dangerously unpredictable situation. As the final cut is made, the tree suddenly shifts, breaking free in an instant. With only a split second to react, he jumps out of the way just in time, an intense reminder of how fast things can go wrong, even for the most experienced professionals. A lumberjack makes a cut, but suddenly, the chainsaw gets stuck in the tree. Before he can react, the trunk bursts apart, sending splinters flying in every direction. Miraculously, he avoids serious injury, but this is a terrifying example of just how unpredictable and dangerous tree cutting can be. One wrong move, and the outcome could have been deadly. This man attempts to free a stuck chainsaw by cutting down the tree with a second one. It's a risky and unsafe move. If the tree shifts unexpectedly, both saws could become uncontrollable. This kind of improvisation can lead to serious accidents, showing why proper technique and patience are crucial in tree felling. This man isn't just cutting trees, he's training for a tree felling championship. With lightning-fast, precise axe strikes, he climbs higher and higher, using pure skill and strength to work his way up the trunk. It's an incredible display of technique, endurance, and mastery of the craft. This is the most dangerous clip in the video. A man is perched at the very top of a palm tree under enormous tension. The moment he makes his In this clip, an entire olive tree is being carefully transported to a new location. Olive trees can take decades, even centuries, to grow this large, making them incredibly valuable. Moving one this size requires extreme precision to preserve its roots and ensure it survives the relocation. A fascinating process that showcases just how resilient these ancient trees are. A young man attempts to cut down a tree in his yard, but things go horribly wrong. Instead of falling in the intended direction, the tree crashes straight onto his house. He stands there, completely stunned, realizing too late the massive mistake he just made. A costly lesson in why tree felling should never be taken lightly. A massive tree stump is carefully cut, only to fall perfectly into place as if it were never moved. The sheer weight and precision of the drop make for a satisfying yet powerful moment, showing just how controlled and calculated tree removal can be when done right. For today's final clip, we're showcasing some incredible machinery. This 8-wheeled forest wood harvester can cut down trees, strip branches, and process logs in just seconds. Designed for efficiency, it can handle rough terrain with ease and significantly speeds up logging operations compared to traditional methods. A true powerhouse of modern forestry technology. And that wraps up today's video. From risky tree-cutting mishaps to impressive professional techniques and cutting-edge forestry machinery, we've seen just how unpredictable and dangerous this job can be. An excavator operator attempts to stabilize a tree while cutting, but things quickly spiral out of control. Instead of guiding the fall, the machine struggles to keep control, leading to a dangerous and unpredictable situation. Using a ladder to cut down a tree branch might seem like a quick fix, but as this clip shows, it's extremely risky. With no stable footing and no way to react if things go wrong, this method is a recipe for disaster. Cutting trees near a house should always be approached with extreme caution. One wrong cut, one miscalculation, and you're left with a very expensive mistake, just like what happens in this clip. This failed attempt at tree cutting ends in the worst possible way. The tree collapses onto a parked vehicle, crushing it under its massive weight. A costly lesson in why planning is everything. Yet another miscalculation leads to disaster. Instead of falling safely, the tree slams into the house, causing major damage. This is exactly why precision and proper technique are so important. Before cutting any trees, always make sure there are no vehicles nearby. As we see in this clip, one moment of carelessness leads to a completely avoidable accident. Here we have another amateur attempting to fell a tree on his own. Without proper technique or safety measures, the tree collapses right onto the roof, turning a simple job into a costly mistake. This clip showcases an incredible example of how to fell a tree the right way. With careful planning and execution, the tree lands exactly where intended, a perfect display of skill and precision. A burning tree is being carefully cut down by a lumberjack. Sometimes trees are set on fire before felling to weaken dead wood, prevent disease spread, or assist controlled burns. However, this method must be handled with extreme caution. In an unusual attempt at control, a car is being used to guide the tree's fall with a rope. Unfortunately, it proves far less effective than expected, as the tree resists the effort and falls unpredictably.
Oh my God.
This man is barely hanging onto the tree while trying to cut a branch right next to him. The unstable position and lack of safety measures make this an extremely dangerous situation. A loose branch suddenly snaps, nearly leading to disaster. The chainsaw and helmet go flying, showing just how unpredictable tree felling can be when safety isn't the top priority. This stunning POV footage from a lumberjack gives us an up-close look at how tree felling should be done, with precision, control, and years of experience at work. Cutting down a tree next to power lines is always a risky endeavor. Luckily, in this case, professionals are on the job, carefully bringing the tree down without incident. A split second from disaster, this man's chainsaw gets stuck, and before he can react, the tree collapses, sending splinters flying everywhere. A terrifying reminder of how unpredictable this job can be. This time, the tree does not go down as planned. Instead, it crashes into a power line and a fence, creating a serious hazard that could have been avoided with better preparation. This tree appears to have been dead for some time, making it especially unstable. As it finally falls, it disintegrates on impact, a reminder that dead trees can be just as dangerous as living ones. A beautifully executed tree felling. Two massive trees go down exactly as planned, demonstrating the importance of precision and control in forestry work. This man appears uncertain while cutting down a tree, and he has good reason to be. As we see in this clip, his hesitation nearly leads to disaster.
Oh shit. Seriously? Fuck.
A gigantic tree is being cut down by a master of the craft. But the real display of expertise comes after the fall, as he effortlessly climbs onto the trunk and begins cutting it into smaller sections. Yet another tree-felling mistake that could have been avoided. Without proper technique, one wrong move turns into thousands of dollars in damage. This clip serves as another reminder of why it's crucial to move vehicles away before cutting trees. A mistake like this is completely avoidable, yet happens all too often. A tree felling operation goes terribly wrong, as the tree collapses directly onto a house, causing serious structural damage. A costly lesson in why proper planning is everything.
About 10 minutes.
Yet another attempt at cutting down a tree near a house. The question is, will it go as planned this time, or is another disaster about to unfold? A man is attempting to cut down a massive palm tree, using a rope to stabilize its fall. But as we see in this clip, the rope alone isn't enough, and the situation quickly becomes unpredictable.
No kidding. No way. it comes.
This clip showcases the raw power of nature. A massive tree comes crashing down, creating an extreme example of just how dangerous tree felling can be. Proper safety measures are critical when working at heights. In this clip, poor safety precautions nearly lead to serious injury, a reminder that being secured is just as important as making the cut itself. Using an excavator to help fell a tree can be effective, but only when done the right way. In this clip, poor execution results in damage that could have been avoided. This palm tree falls straight onto a parked vehicle, completely crushing it under its weight. A clear example of why tree felling should never be done near unprotected property. An excellent demonstration of how to use a rope the right way. In this clip, we see how proper guiding techniques ensure the tree falls safely and precisely. Never underestimate small trees. Even though they may look harmless, they can cause serious damage if cut incorrectly, as we see in this clip. This footage once again proves how dangerous tree felling can be. Even with experience, things can go wrong in an instant. Sometimes a chainsaw can get stuck mid-cut, creating a risky situation. The key is to stay calm and focused. In this clip, these men demonstrate a successful method for safely freeing a stuck saw without causing more damage. A massive branch comes crashing down. and because this man held on to the guiding rope, he is sent flying with incredible force. A painful lesson in why proper bracing is essential. Another close call. This time, the tree falls just inches away from a costly disaster. Fortunately, no serious damage occurred, but it could have ended much worse.
The donuts!
The channel Goodfellas has some fantastic tree felling footage, including this one. After his chainsaw gets stuck, this skilled lumberjack uses an axe to free it and bring the tree down safely. A great display of problem solving in action. And that wraps up today's video. From expert tree felling techniques to near disasters, we've seen just how dangerous and unpredictable this job can be. Whether it's a small miscalculation or the raw power of nature, one wrong move can lead to serious consequences. If you enjoyed these intense moments, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible content. And tell us in the comments, which clip shocked you the most? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Despite their efforts to control the fall with a rope, the tree crashes in the wrong direction, right onto a house and several cars. A perfect example of how unpredictable tree cutting can be. A risky cut with devastating results. Instead of falling away from the house, the tree crashes directly onto it. An expensive mistake that could have been avoided. The moment the top is cut, the palm tree starts swaying violently. The lumberjack clings on for dear life, struggling to stay in control. An extremely dangerous situation. Even with ropes guiding the fall, the tree refuses to cooperate, crashing straight into the house. A harsh reminder that controlling nature isn't always possible.
Keep going! Just go all the way with it!
One wrong calculation, and disaster strikes. Instead of falling safely, the tree collides with a high-voltage line, turning a routine cut into a serious hazard.
No!
Another failed attempt by an amateur. The tree topples onto a home and a car, leaving behind costly destruction that could have been avoided.
January 1st, 17. Oh, watch out. Here it goes. And it's going the wrong way. Oh, my gosh.
Winter conditions make tree cutting even more unpredictable. This man learns that the hard way as the tree smashes into his roof, leaving major damage. Cutting down a tree while standing in water, that's next level risk. Luckily, this professional executes the cut perfectly, avoiding disaster. Precision and planning in action. This professional showcases the safest way to remove a massive tree trunk without causing any damage. Sometimes it takes teamwork to get the job done. In this case, 3 men carefully guide a tree down, ensuring it doesn't crash into the power lines. After a brutal storm, the real challenge begins, cleaning up the aftermath. Fallen trees, broken rooftops, and tangled power lines create a dangerous environment where one wrong step can have serious consequences. Professional lumberjacks and arborists are called in to tackle the destruction. But this isn't just about cutting trees. It's about strategic precision in an unpredictable and hazardous landscape. One of the biggest challenges they face is stability. Climbing onto damaged rooftops or balancing on massive fallen trunks is already risky. But when the ground is soaked from rain and debris is everywhere, it becomes even more dangerous. Every move must be carefully calculated because a loose branch, a hidden weak spot in the roof, or shifting debris can easily cause a collapse. Then there's the weight and tension of fallen trees. When a tree crashes onto a structure, it doesn't just sit there. It's often wedged between other debris, resting under extreme pressure. Cutting into it without proper technique can cause sudden shifts, sending massive sections rolling or snapping unexpectedly. A single miscalculated cut could bring down an entire structure or even injure the crew. Power lines are another major threat. After a storm, they can be hidden under fallen trees or tangled in branches, making every cut a potential electrocution hazard. Professionals must carefully assess the situation before taking action, making sure no live wires are in the way, and coordinating with utility workers to prevent a deadly accident. And let's not forget the unpredictability of damaged trees. Some might look stable, but are actually hollowed out or rotting inside, meaning they could collapse at any moment. Others might be leaning at a dangerous angle, held up only by a few branches. One wrong move and an entire tree could come crashing down on nearby homes, vehicles, or even the workers themselves. This type of cleanup isn't just about brute force, it's about experience, quick thinking, and the ability to read the situation before making a single cut. It's a job that demands precision and nerves of steel because even with years of training, no two jobs are ever the same. These professionals put their lives on the line to restore order after nature's chaos, removing one dangerous tree at a time. It's a tough, high-stakes job that requires extreme caution, but without them, the destruction left behind would be nearly impossible to clean up safely.
Not as much as...
Another mistake, another costly lesson. Cutting from the wrong angle sends the tree straight onto the roof, proving once again that experience matters. In tree cutting, one moment of distraction can be deadly. This lumberjack barely avoids getting hit as the massive tree comes crashing down.
Aha, right on the garage. Tom, clear! Listen to me!
Overconfidence in tree felling is a dangerous thing. This man is lucky. His mistake only caused minor damage, but it could have been much worse. A close call. This tree falls just inches from the fence, avoiding major damage by pure luck. A miscalculation leads to an expensive mistake. the tree slams into the roof's edge. Fortunately, not a total disaster, but still costly.
Okay, when I say go, go, okay?
Tree cutting isn't just a job, it's a dangerous skill. These clips show exactly why professionals should handle the task. Nature doesn't always cooperate. Even with ropes and machinery, this tree refuses to fall as planned. One slip, 1 second of lost focus, and things can go horribly wrong. Always stay alert when felling trees. A costly oversight. A falling tree lands right on a parked car, proving why you should always clear the area before cutting.
They're all moving on you. Watch your head, Rob. It's all moving slow. I think it's gonna go. You might wanna.
Working near power lines is always risky. Even with preparation, this clip shows just how unpredictable tree cutting can be. The raw power of nature on full display. A massive tree sends this lumberjack flying, but thankfully he escapes unharmed. An intense first-person view of just how dangerous this job can be. When the tree falls, he gets caught underneath, but his team quickly jumps into action to save him. A textbook example of tree felling done right. Planning and precision are key. Cutting trees near buildings is always a risk. This clip proves just how easy it is to miscalculate. Large trees come with big risks. This clip shows just how challenging it is to control their fall. Without the right knowledge, tree felling can turn into disaster. This clip is a perfect example. Even professionals struggle to predict how branches will fall. This man is lucky he wasn't seriously injured.
Olha que tá recurvado. Tá debaixo aí, então ele.
Não, se não quer botar agora, pode ficar dele.
Ah, o pai, só de baixo, pai. Sai daí de baixo, seu Nito.
No chainsaw needed. This palm tree gives way on its own. Fortunately, the climber walks away unharmed. Trusting your coworkers is essential in tree felling. A single mistake can lead to disaster. Many people think tree felling is easy until they try it. This clip proves otherwise. A car is not a tree cutting tool. This clip is a perfect example of why this method is a terrible idea. Unstable ground makes tree cutting even riskier. This clip shows just how careful you need to be. That's it for today's video. As you've seen, tree cutting can be extremely dangerous, whether it's an amateur mistake or a high-risk professional job. From near misses to total disasters, nature always has the final say. If you enjoyed these jaw-dropping clips, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible content. And let us know in the comments, which clip shocked you the most? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.